Spider-Man is the hardest character to learn in Marvel Rivals, and I've spent almost 20 hours learning him, only to find out I learned him completely wrong, and my viewers crucified me for it. Endless comments of what I did wrong, and even some telling me to hang up the webs. But here's the thing, Spider-Man doesn't give up, and with great power comes great responsibility, and mine is to learn Spider-Man. So the plan is simple, 100 games to fix all of my mistakes, 10 minutes into practice range before each game, and every 20 games I have a set of goals I have to complete. By the time the 100 games are done, I will not only improve my combos, but change my entire playstyle from before, proving that Spidey can be learned. So let's get started. Before we get into any games, let me explain the game plan. In my last video, I challenged myself to learn 9 combos of 3 different difficulties, and as a result, I got dozens of comments criticizing my gameplay. But let me be clear, I'm grateful for this, because many of the comments left me valuable advice on what to do next. Every 20 games, I will have goals based on what experience Spidey's had to say to my failures, and of course, I'll spend 10 minutes into practice range rewiring my brain to do so, going into the first 20 games. I want to focus on these particular comments. When I first learned the bread and butter and evil ducks video, it was simply a tracer, get over here, uppercut. And that's not necessarily wrong, but the truth is it needs a follow-up to kill. So what these comments are suggesting is to animation cancel after what I had originally learned and overhead. So basically the bread and butter will now look like this. Tracer, get over here, uppercut, swing cancel, overhead. This allows us to secure the remaining HP we had left. But there's another set of comments that makes this even easier to do, which were these comments telling me to bind my simple swing. And this one in particular says to bind it to my scroll wheel. This actually allows me to scroll down and right click instead of having to manual swing with my shift or bind simple swing to my left control. It's actually insane how easy this animation cancel is compared to the atrocity I was doing before. Also, another comment told me to always simple swing out of a situation. That means whether I simple swing or manual swing in, I should always simple swing out, as the panic of finding a manual swinging point will get me killed. Just this small set of comments have dramatically changed the foundation of my playstyle. The most simple terms of engagement have completely changed. After 10 minutes into practice range, let's load into the first 20 games. Let's lock in. That works. Wait, are my settings even right? Oh my god, dude, I hate that I have to set the settings every single time. That's so unexpected. Yes, okay. There we go. Now we're doing it somewhat correctly. Got my team out a bit. Oh my god, look at that. My gatherings, my bearings. Let me see who I can get here. Come on. Nice. These first 20 games are really setting the tone for the next 80. I started off struggling to swing cancel even after changing my binds. One accidental scroll and I wasted an entire swing. I also occasionally missed a tracer or overhead, leaving the enemy alive. And at one point I started lagging like crazy. I hate this new map, I don't know it at all. Also, this Namor right here can go to hell. For the next few games, I landed the combo correctly. I started piling up kills and I had this beautiful ult. Unfortunately, I was using up swings and the not timing of my tracers, but I was doing better. Some games I had terrible teammates and had to focus on killing rather than learning, but some games I had great healers, although that ended quickly with an enemy Spider-Man and Hawkeye. Nevertheless, let's head into another 20 games. Quarter of the way into our 100 game journey, we will do something a little different here. The comments we are going to focus on in this section talk about learning a new combo, not perfecting an old one. This specific comment gave us two different combos to try out. The Batman combo and another one I didn't get the name for. The Batman combo goes like this: tracer, overhead, tracer, uppercut. Now you're probably wondering where the overhead plays into a real match. That's where this part of the comment comes in, the high swing, basically telling me to swing as high as possible and from as high as possible, allowing time for both a tracer and overhead on the way down. The other combo goes like this: web zip, punch, tracer, uppercut. Now this web zip will be to the feet of the enemy, but I couldn't help but notice this combo is one tracer away from being a web zip into the melee combo. So forgive me for this, but I'm going to take the liberty to tracer the enemy during the web zip so that I can immediately finish the melee combo and get the most output damage. What's important to note is that both combos here save get over here, which is vital because this teaches us to practice other abilities instead of just auto launching at the enemy, but also because if either combo fails to kill the enemy, we can finish the enemy off with a BNB now that we've saved the get over here. Anyways, I feel comfortable with my time in the practice range, so let's get into our 40 games. Makeshift the combo. Oh, that's so annoying. She should be dead. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, that was basically the right combo. I hate this map. Why am I falling downwards? Ooh, nice. That was a bit. Nice. Of course, with my luck, we started off as a substitute to another game. I was able to get the combo off, but not landing it on an enemy. I also was getting shredded by Scarlet Witch and Cyclops. Later, I had great teammates, especially the healers. I even landed the combo twice. But when I fought another Spider-Man, this combo simply didn't work, so I obviously used ult on him. But I'm not a villain. I did fight fairly against another Spider-Man later. But I absolutely hate this map. Every time I high swing down to overhead, I ended up in a windy sand tunnel to God knows where. Of course, my last games, I had great teammates. I was landing combos very often, doing great high swings, and even diffing the other Spider-Man. I'm getting really excited to go past the halfway mark into 60 games. Now, similar to our last 20 games, we're again learning a new combo that's very similar to the Batman combo, suggested by this comment right here, which is the opener that looks like this: overhead, tracer, uppercut, swing cancel. Very similar to the Batman, except the tracer at the beginning is now at the end. Now, the comment made sure to point out that I should disengage when the enemy reacts to this combo, and that the last tracer I planted can be used to re-engage with bread and butter. Another important comment was this one, telling me to practice B-hop more often and use it more often in game. I actually really appreciate this comment because in maps with ceilings, the B-hop is so much more useful than a high swing. I spent a good amount of time in the practice range with these two additions, so now it's time to get up to 60 games. Yes. Ooh, is that Spider-Man? Ooh. Okay. And let me help my own team. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a heart.
And I'm web zipping. If I said I got him, let's be honest. Jeff. I've been from behind, getting in there. That's sweet. Yes! First to be able to... I had a heart attack the first game because my teammates began speaking before the match loaded, so I thought I had been hacked. But they asked me so nicely to watch the back line for them, so I stopped learning a bit to help them. Going further in, I was doing great getting overhead and melee combos down, but I was struggling with them a bit and still using get over here for flyers. And after this, I started to weak out. I could swear my keyboard was acting out, everyone was targeting me. My lack of sleep from 60 games was starting to catch up to me. I was doing my best despite this, but getting heavily diffed. And in the end, I did great, but getting backlined by a tank, I could barely help my team, and it was time for a nap before I could continue onwards to 80 games. Getting closer to the end, it's time to refocus on our original mission, fixing our mistakes. Now the only reason I delayed this is because the last two sections helped build a new habit that wouldn't be possible if we went straight into this next goal, which is to fix the flash step. This comment is why we're fixing it, but this comment is how we're fixing it. I love and appreciate the in-depth explanation. Not only was this a correction of the combo itself, also the timing and opportunity of it. I was doing the flash step like this: Tracer, get over here, uppercut, swing cancel, overhead. However, because I wasn't holding swing long enough before canceling, I was not getting behind the enemy. Another thing I was failing to do was to do a 180 to now face the enemy's blind side. There's also two comments telling me to try and counter my counters, one saying the Morse impossible and the other saying that it isn't, but both saying that Wanda can be countered. So I'll try to make adjustments according to all of this as I head into 80 game. Let's dive their back line. Oh, well. Oh. Well, I couldn't get behind him. Okay, that would have counted. Are you serious? Hello? Nice. I got you, bro. Don't even worry about it. Nice. There we go. Nice. I think that definitely was correct. You're not slick. Ooh, that kind of counts. Started off great, but the enemy got tired of me. So they pulled out a simple brain-dead solution, Namora and Scarlet Witch. Just like we expected, but 2 against 1 now. And unfortunately, I cannot fight 2 DPS at once that are both my counter. Especially when I have Team Iron Man on my team. He's quadruple negative. Get me out of this lobby. I was still doing great, landing combos. I kept failing to get behind. It's the only movement I don't have down. I had great teammates and healers to support me. Going deeper in, I was starting to get behind people, but my timing needs work. However, I managed to hold my own against a Spiderman and Daredevil, which I think deserves recognition. I was getting better at my timing, but I was resorting to other failsafes to secure my kills and still struggling to delay the animation. But it's time to move on as we approach the end of 100 games. Now finally we addressed the hardest combo to the combo. Funny enough, this is the combo that got the most comments, and I say funny because some of them were quite colorful, but I welcomed criticism. However, these comments right here gave me very solid advice on how to fix the mistakes on the combo, and I had 2 major mistakes. The first was rushing into the highest damage version of it, and the second was pulling to the enemy instead of pulling the enemy to me. To fix this mistake, I bind a get over here pull to its own button. Now this is the order I relearned this combo in. First, the base. Tracer, get over here, punch, tracer, uppercut. Then add the jumps. Tracer, get over here, jump, punch, tracer, jump, uppercut. Now you need to add the swing cancel and overhead for the best amount of damage. Kind of like the end of the bread and butter. Tracer, get over here, jump, punch, tracer, jump, uppercut, swing cancel, overhead. I have to warn you, this is a very easy combo to fail. I kept swing canceling before the uppercut, or I wouldn't land the swing cancel tracer. Both of these issues cause you to lose damage output. The good news is once you learn the speed of this combo, it does great damage fast, so you can still scare the life out of your enemy before swinging away. One of the comments also told me to start pulling for get over here on all combos instead of pulling 2, as it immobilizes the enemy towards you. That being said, I'll start the final games doing just the combo, and towards the end I'll try to apply the pull get over here to all combos. That doesn't really count. Oh. Oh, I had that. Ooh, I almost had it. Okay, bro. That doesn't really count. That was pretty close. Ooh, that was close. That was almost it. Oh, that's so annoying for tank for that reason. I didn't even get to finish the Secumbo. She's dead. Oh my god. Thanks for just taking her from me, that's fine. Oh, that was perfect. Thank god this Namor's dead. Oh my god. Nice. Nice. Wow. Nice. Well, now we know how to do pulls. Nice. Nice. I started off struggling. I thought I had it into practice range, but I could not be more wrong. The combo was simply too long for my level of skill, and I'm not used to jumping during my attacks. Going further, I felt more confident in my attacks even if I was doing the combo wrong. It was just so much harder to aim my pull for get over here. And at one point, I had great healers, but the worst possible team for offense. I didn't do good, but I should not be leading the team offensively. In my next games, I lost the opportunity to learn as the enemy team wouldn't leave spawn. I started landing the combo better. I was landing an incomplete form of the Secumbo correctly, but far from landing the full form. I would miss the tracer, the swing cancel, or the overhead, but I was getting used to the movement and its ability to kill. After 100 games, I feel different. My entire perspective has changed. I added a perfect follow-up to my bread and butter. I've learned to save my get over here, starting my progress on the Batman and opener combos, and I even learned to high swing and get a lay of the land. I've also learned to swing cancel and land a tracer in between my combos. Although I've rewired my muscle memory of the flash step and the Secumbo, I am far from perfecting them. But this isn't the end of the journey. These 100 games have left me hungry for more, and the speed of the Secumbo is exhilarating and I want more. But like last time, please feel free to give me even more feedback and criticism in the comments, as they were so useful to my current progression. For now, I'm going to hang up the suit for some much needed sleep, but the mask will go back on and I will continue this challenge of learning Spider-Man. Hope you all enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.